What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? How you guys doing tonight? I'm your host, your caster for this evening. My name is Calamity, or Clam, and we got another RCL game. Banger matchup tonight. This one should actually live up to the hype, I think, this time. For sure, because we got the number one and the number two teams facing it off tonight. It's number one, Axiom X versus number two, Sacred Honor tonight. I mean, both of these teams have done incredibly well in their division. 6-0 for Axiom, 6-1 for Sacred Honor. A lot of fireworks should be flying tonight. I'm curious to see who's going to come out on top because last time Axiom placed the number one seed, they kind of put the belt to the backside, if you will. So I think Sacred Honor probably going to put up more of a fight this time around, but we'll see if that's going to be the case. We'll take a look at the maps and modes we have for us in store. It's going to be Den, Raid, and then another Den for the first three, and then if we do need to go the distance, we'll have that Colossus and Plaza SND map number 5. I'm keeping my eye out for that one in the end here, if we're going to need that one or not. So we'll see if that's going to be the case or not tonight. Should be an interesting one. We got a couple of dens sprinkled out through this one. I think this is the exact same map set they Axiom had the other night, if I'm not mistaken. So interesting to see them play it again here. Not sure exactly how they managed to get the same one, but I mean, hey, sometimes the bans just work in your favor here. So it should be a good one as well. We're going to be loading on in real quick here, and hopefully, looks like we are getting started. Wow, instantly, here we go. Nice. And it should be a banger one. And honestly, I don't know too much about the Sacred Honor roster. This is probably, I think, the first time I've seen him. I do recognize Draken. I believe I'm seeing him in-game right now, so I do recognize him. I don't recognize a whole lot of the other people on the team here, so I'm curious to see what they're going to be showing out with here as well. So it should be a good one as well, as we are hopping on in to the first map in this series. It's Den, it's Hardpoint, and it should be a fun one to start things off with here. I'm curious, who's going to be starting out hotter on this one. I know there was some Den shenanigans the other day with the Axiom boys and some restarts, some reset cheese maybe coming through, but we'll see if Sacred Honor can live up to the task tonight. So far, nobody moving on the P1. This is kind of a nice little laydown spot from Yae, but it doesn't matter because he'll get sniffed out. Swingmate with a nice little double. Actually, that's Jinx with a nice little double, pushing through toward New. It does get taken out, though. Coda is on the prowl. You got Coda, you got Swingmeat looking for the last player in the back to flip, and they'll get it. So early break from Axiom leads to flip spawns and some early P1 time as well. So, I mean, 20 seconds P1 time, not too shabby. It's going to be Coda watching spawns for New. You got Jinx on the flip side as well, and gunfight's going down toward Old, so we'll see if anybody's able to get them off time. Looks like so far they will, so Sacred Honor do break P1 for the moment. Can they push through is really the question here. Reatrix gets the trade on one, trying to fly through, needs to find one more in the hill time, make it 2 now. Looks like Coda has rejoined with his teams, and trying to regroup. Get some positioning on the map, though, but Reatrix shuts down the first one, so maybe he can live a little bit longer, try and delay, wait for his teammates to arrive, but Yae, what do you got in store for us? The first one is going to fall. And honestly, if you play your life a little bit longer, you have reinforcements on their way, but slow going so far for Sacred. Not exactly having a hot start. That's a 6 spree for Coda as well. Has not died yet. 6-0 for him, and you only have Yae in the garage area to try and deal with on the pinch here, and he gets shut down. Wow, what a win there. I believe that was Swingme able to find that one. And now with 20 seconds left on Old time, I mean, you really don't even want to hit this P2 yet again. You want to try and rotate, but they're going to stab one more stab at it, and it's going to get shut down anyway. So this has been an excellent start. And this is kind of what we saw yesterday from the Axiom guys. There was a hot start. They were kind of skunking their opponents, but then the reset happens, and this is kind of what it looked like before that reset occurred. So I'm curious if they're able to keep that momentum going forward. And really, I feel like Sacred Honor need to try and get a hold here. Haven't really had much of a chance to even set up for a hill yet, so this is a good time. They're able to collect. Coda, I believe, with the Hellstorm from the sky. We'll see if he's able to find anything here. First one's gonna fall. They're all inside Dojo. Hits the roof, though. He's not gonna collect on anything with that streak, but their teammates, they are here. It's gonna be Reatrix trying to shut down any sort of pressure. That's gonna be 3 dead the other direction. Reatrix, can you find the last one? Not gonna be able to do so, but that time's still going blue here despite the streak investment, so decent job from Sacred Honor to just kind of delay, play the trades, and just make the streak not useless, but less effective than it would have otherwise been. Reatrix with maybe a double here. No, it's going to get shut down as soon as the pistol is drawn out. And Draken, oh, slide. Not going to go through there. Been there, bud. Sometimes that slide button just doesn't want to work for you. You run out of that momentum, and he'll get shut down. So Axiom, they don't really break P3, but they rotate toward P4, and they're set up for it. They just got to win this first wave of kills, and then they can start to push out a little bit more here. But you got pressure toward the dojo area. Reactrix waiting in wings on the front side, trying to find something, but is unable to get it. Draken will get the trade in the very back at least, and we'll see if he's able to stay alive and spawn his teammates here, because yeah, the rest of his teammates are across the map, and Reactrix taking a little tumble off the map there. And now Yi, the last one up, does break for the moment, and the spawns are going to happen for Sacred Honor. So, I mean, you have a chance to soak now. Spawning close, you just need to win some more kills. And now Jinx is off the map, so everybody struggling with gravity at the moment. Gravity, you know, gravity, time, taxes. The only thing's undefeated. I guess death, too. A lot of things are undefeated, honestly. LeBron's hairline. A lot of things undefeated in this life. Good break from Axiom, though. They'll get the last 15 or so going toward new here. Yeah, he wins the first one, but they got to worry about Jinx. He's already gotten through enemy lines here. He's going to be toward Couch's area. Can he find anything? No, he gets shut down. Huge win from Draken, honestly. He needs to try and stay alive, though, because there's still 2 arrows behind you. Reactrix trying to get involved with Draken here, but how much can you find here? That should be the freebie first one. Can you get anything else off of this? Second one might fall here, but no, shots off the market. It's Jinx. Actually, it's Coda getting that 3K. Jinx going to be soaking the time, and Coda has had an excellent start to this map already. You know, the Hellstorm earlier, 15 and 8 start for him, and everybody really negative on the side of Sacred right now. Nobody really having a standout performance. It's pretty, I guess you'd say team-based right now with the stat line the way it's looking right now, but not a great thing, as the 100-point lead now for Axiom heading to the second rotation of the P2 here. Reactrix trying to get something done, but, I mean, everybody, it seems like on Sacred, just on an island, having to play hero in the back. Just haven't seen them have an effective team push so far on some of these hills. I feel like they just need to slow down and wait a little bit longer for each other before they get involved, and just gotta start winning these gunfights. Shouldering, playing your life. Playing a little bit more patiently here, and with that 2 from Reactrix, they will break the hill. So, good job from them. Draken gets the 4th one. There you go. This is the start now. Do you read the pressure? This is a crazy parallel, just not reading it quite in time. You have the spawns on the other side you're reading, but one's in the back, not quite. Maybe as, set in stone sometimes. Some of those spawns can be super hard to read. I feel like that one, maybe not so much, but there you go. There's another 4 dead. Sacred Honor. Doing, well... What was doing their thing, but Mummy wanted to spawn out, apparently. He wanted to go toward new. It was tactical. It was tactical. Call that a tactical death there. Drake can last alive to deal with the pressure and can't do a whole lot about it, so Coda will soak. Swing me and crew on to going toward new here. It's going to be 2 dead in P3. Swing me, I mean, he kind of has to buy a little bit of time here, or at least try and find the first initial one. And oh, controller DC. That's so unfortunate. I'm sure he's screaming at his monitor right now. Screaming at his hardware. Hopefully no controllers get thrown. Hopefully no bullets through the monitor today. He might show his monitor a little Glock foo later. Still 2 for 2. And Sacred Honor, you know, still down this pretty large deficit, I will say, but this P3 has been probably their best hill on this map so far, but a nice double kill from Coda with that Semtex before falling there. We'll see if Reactrix is able to pick up the pieces here. Needs to try and find something else. Gets the second one, so Reactrix starting to turn up a little bit here with the NPC in hand. Maybe needed to get a little warm, as he's having a nice little resurgence here. Mummy for the trade. Needs to find one more to get them off the scrap time here, but that nade is only going to delay a little bit longer, and he will get the cleanup, so this rotation is going to be huge, man. You're still down a huge deficit margin. If you're Sacred Honor here, you need to try and get something going on this P4. You were able to break it last time. Jinx, unfortunately, sliding off the map after that double kill. And I mean, yeah, Sacred Honor, they basically break the exact same way they did last time. Nobody blocking the back. Everybody dies on Axiom, and now they have to flood from the front. But this is a hill. You can break from the front, and you see that instantly coming through as well. Everyone dying. Mummy in the back trying to stay alive, but just cannot deal with the pressure. Coda flying at him. And just nothing you could do. Now we'll see. I mean, Axiom, they can't close it here, but they get quite close to doing so if they're able to find it. Wow, huge win from Coda, as he is absolutely ripping right now. 27 and 14. 28, having himself a map right now. How many more can you find? Low HP, Reactrix for the trade, but this has been an excellent map from him, as well as Swing Me having a great map as well. 22 and 13. SMG's getting it done on the side of Axiom. Really, so far, it's just been Reatrix with the sub in hand. Feel like I'm looking at for more from Mummy. Going forward to the AR for Sacred. Start getting going here in the latter half of this game, because, I mean, this has kind of been a consistent deficit that Sacred's been at. About 100 points this entire map so far. Ever since the first couple of hills rolled through, they just have not been able to get a foothold into this one. We'll see if they're able to find anything else going forward. Map on the line for you. They are on the P1 time. They have a pretty good setup, too, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if Draken's going to read this pressure, though. Yeah, Coda took the Omega route here. The Omega Turbo Ultra route all the way through the map, and he's going to reap the rewards for his efforts. 1, 2, 3, line him up, knock him down. And that is what you get. I mean, Route Man gets paid, as they say. Yay to try and stay alive and deal with the pressure to try and claim the spawns, and he is able to stay alive at the very least, so, I mean, good route from him, but spawns are going to flip, so parallels coming through, or split spawns, I should say, coming through now. Axiom, they have a couple of players toward new, but they're going to have to deal with the pressure. Draken, there's no way you're reading this corner. Too many spots to really check there. Coda's going to get taken down. Swing Me is here with Omni. Can you find anything on the hill here? Yay, turn it up in a big way here, and this is what I wanted to see from the side of Sacred Honor. Somebody to help Reatrix. Yay, turn it up in a big way toward the tail end. Has played the hill most of the map as well. We'll see if they're able to delay a little bit longer here. Gap is starting to close a little bit here. Down to 70. Yay, wants one toward the outer. Looking for another one, but he's lost his roster. Needs some reinforcements to help him out off of spawn. They're going to be here, but you got a little bit of time to work with to try and extend it to another hill here. Can you extend it any further? And it's Coda yet again. This guy has 37 kills right now. I don't know what he did before to warm up for this one, but he is absolutely frying on this map number 1 here. And it's going to be 10 more seconds for X to close it out here. Some shots off the mark from the pistol from Omni, but shouldn't matter too much. They can still win it on this hill if they're able to get a couple of more gunfight wins. You got Yei trying to contest a little bit longer. 3, 2, and 1. That'll do it. 250 to 150 in that map number 1 there. Good start from the boys on the Axiom X side. They take a pretty comfortable edge in that first one, and I gotta say, I mean, it wasn't particularly close. I feel like Sacred, they had opportunities, but just weren't able to hold down a really large chunk of time on any particular hill. I feel like they had a couple of breaks, but that's kind of all it was, where they just never really got a foothold into that first one, so kind of got away from them a little bit there, and I mean, you know, 100-point deficit is quite a bit, but I will say, you know, they started showing signs of life toward the tail end, but it's kind of tough when Coda's having a map like that to really get anything done in the end. So, I mean, you know, is what it is. You know, GG's, move on to the next map, and the next map will be that Raid S&D here, so I'm curious. You know, it's a map that I know, you know, doesn't exactly favor the boys on Axiom map. I know they've been working on this one, but we'll see if Sacred Honor is able to make the bounce back in map number 2. I'm really looking, I feel like, that their ARs in particular, because I feel like the ARs in the map number 1, you know, didn't really have the best performance. It wasn't the worst either, but I feel like they could definitely hit another gear and help out the SMGs on your side as well. So we'll see if that's going to be the case. We're going to send it to a quick break while we get map number 2 locked and load. Oh, just kidding. Wow, they're starting it instantly. Okay, never mind. No break. I don't get time to breathe. It's fine. It's all good. It's S&D anyway. I can kind of chill on this one a little bit more so than the HP, but is what it is. We're going to go straight on into this one. And I will say, I feel like, you know, the last time I watched X play this one, they were playing kind of maybe a lesser team, maybe not as, maybe not a top-end team. Definitely not a top-end team. But so how are they going to play against, you know, a team that has done very well in their group, in Search and Destroy specifically? I feel like that's going to be a big sign for me going forward, and how their playoff run is going to happen as well. So we'll see if that's going to be, you know, a comfortable affair for X, or if they look maybe a little bit uncomfy still after some of the reps that they've gotten in recently. So here we are, off to the races. It's going to be Mummy. Actually, it's going to be Reatrix just running it down mid. Mummy in bedroom. Very split approach from everybody on the map at the moment. Mummy spots one toward open, but he's getting wall banged as well. Number 3 looking for the trade. Yeah, he's here, but he's getting shot by multiple members. Reatrix with the trade onto swing, and we'll see now if Draken is able to collect onto anything here. But the snipe from Ring is going to happen as well. You got Omni on an island. We'll see if he's able to find another one here, and he will. Yeah, you're peeking the sniper. Open steps, not exactly the smartest decision there. And X with an interesting round win there. I'm not sure exactly what that round was. Just kind of a default strat that just developed devolved into chaos, really. It just seemed like Sacred Honor didn't really know which way they wanted to approach that, and every time they turned around, there was another member from X there, and good round from Omni. A couple long-range snipes toward that open cut area. We'll get the first one for Axiom. And I feel like that's been the guy in Search and Destroy. It has been Omni with the sniper. If he's finding picks with it, you can expect this guy to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting and Axiom to be stacking up some rounds. But we'll see, though. I mean, Reactrix already pushed up incredibly far here. Mummy gonna get hit with a warning shot here, but not a whole lot else as of yet. He's got to be careful, though. Yeah, I mean, he's still here. You got to be very careful peeking a sniper like that. And, I mean, not learning a lesson from the previous round. This guy hitting some snipes early here. Still no aggression toward B. Reactrix gonna check the bomb. Not gonna see anything, but still plenty of time for Axiom in this one. Reactrix probably knowing they're here. He's gonna get some info and narrowly avoid that stun check and that nade as well. He needs some help, though. Got a couple of members here to deal with. Pinchback's gonna be happening as well. Draken with some low HP here. Isn't able to find a whole lot, and it's another snipe from Omni. I'm kind of surprised at how slow Axiom are playing this, despite them getting the first blood here. Just trying to play the bait and switch as well, and they're going to get another one. So Yei left with the world to do. 27 on the clock, and I mean, what can you do, really? I do like this route, but I mean, I don't know if it's going to matter a whole lot. Bomb's going to go down, and you're going to have to find all three members anyway, so the clock is ticking. Are you up for the challenge? Not exactly ideal situation, because, yeah, at this point, you're probably just going to get shouldered to death by everybody on the side of X. Sniper going to roll through. Nice first one from Yei. Rips the wig off of Omni. And, I mean, Swing just kind of trained on your position here. Not a whole lot you could do here, as well as Coda watching the cross. Coda, when do you activate? And the answer is right now. The second one for Axiom. Sacred Honor. Feel like they gotta stop peeking the sniper, or at the very least pull one out themselves if they're gonna chow those angles. Quite a few snipes going Omni's way early on here. And that's not a person you want to get heated up into this one. I feel like him, when he's pulling out the sniper, if he's hitting some shots, it's gonna be a hard-fought battle. I mean, him and Coda, so far, really the heavy lifters in the slaying department. Coda on that 3 spree. Back on the offense for Sacred. It's going to be a B hit yet again, and you got Coda watching the outer here. He's going to rip one, not quite enough for the kill. And they're kind of in the box as well. Everybody bottom bedroom. Some nice shots from Coda, but just not enough to get the kill. Jinx thinking about going for it. He'll just push up aggressively into the corner here. I mean, this is a good creddy spot. But Mummy gets the first one. Draken close on him. And it's going to be Jinx barely winning that one, but the trade is there. Good trades from Sacred. Now 3v2 situation. Swing Me thinking about getting involved as well. Omni with the scope out. And you know not to chow this guy, I feel like, at this point. We're 2 rounds in. He's hit so many clutch snipes. Mummy thinking about it. Going for a little crawl here. And he might get some timing, to be honest. He's the only player on this side of the map, and he could definitely play for this long flank route. Yei watching the laundry area. He knows they're here, and they're planning it safe as well, so... Actually, no, they planted it aggressive, I believe. Yeah, they did. They planted it for laundry side, but they don't have the control of it. So yeah, now Omni Swing. What do you do in this situation? It's going to be a tough one. One right next to you, and Swing's going to find him. Omni on the pinch is going to get taken down. Swing, low HP. Wow, what was that? Okay. I mean, reload time there, but could have probably healed a little bit first, but... Try to catch him off guard. Interesting decision. Yeah, one of the troll-to-your kill cams I've seen in a while. And Sacred, they do get one back there. Some good trades coming through. They get the first blood, most importantly, and then they just play bait and switch from there on out. Mummy going huge in that round. 3 for him. We'll see if he can keep that spree alive. It's going to be difficult, especially with B, yet again, being the bomb side of choice for Axiom, and he's the only one here, so we'll see if he's able to find anything here. Low HP, he's incredibly tagged, but does narrowly get out with his life here. Jinx laying the rock. Nade's gonna land, but be off the mark just slightly here. So 4v4 on the retake. You got this nade thinking about going toward bomb, but there's really nobody to collect on the damage. You really need Reactrix to activate with that nade thrown, and already 15 off the clock. You got to get going if you're Sacred. Tiki still has not been cleared. You need to try and push forward here in a moment. Swing me for the first one. You got a second one behind enemy lines, and now Draken, Mummy, left with everything to do. Mummy does get the trade on Tiki, but there's only 15 seconds left. You gotta go if you're Sacred. You cannot afford to just stand here. You know they're gonna be bedroom, and just not enough time. Yeah. Incredibly slow retake there from Sacred. Gotta be a lot faster than that if you have any sort of hope to winning that one. It'll be a third one. Now for Axiom. Honestly, kind of gift wrapped around there. Omni up to 7 now. Having a field day. Fish in a barrel. He's making that sniper rifle work for him tonight. Sacred Honor. This is probably going to be the most important round of this map, I would imagine. Just because they've, you know, struggled on the offense so far. And I'm curious, you know, if they can get this one, keep it within one round, that would be huge. But I always talk about offense being a little bit easier on raid, but you still got to be able to convert. Reactrix does draw first blood, so that's a good start. How much more can you find here? Mummy going for it, but doesn't see Swing Me close on that pillars area. Actually, that's Jinx. Godcaster messing me up tonight. And Jinx kind of in a one and done spot, I should say. He'll get some tags, he'll back on up, so recognizing that he is in that spot. Doesn't want to scam his life away. Looks like the bomb's going to get rotated toward B, but Coda is here, and he does have some support on its way, so what can you find here? You got Yayi with the bomb. Has Draken. But, I mean, this is another really slow round from Sacred Honor. They don't want to scam, but they're running out of time. Yeah, and you got Jinx. I mean, just runs behind you. Nobody really pushing forward aggressively on the offense for Sacred, and they're just playing a little bit too scared here. Jinx lines them up, but doesn't get the conversion. Only 10 seconds left, though. Do you even have time to plant? You might just barely, but it might not matter. Omni for one on the sniper, going for the flick on the second one, but he's not going to find it. Coda will be there for the trade, and just entirely too slow yet again from Sacred. I'm not sure what's going on with the pace of their play. Just seem like they're a little too scared to try and make a mistake. They need to try and get more involved. Just as a unit faster, I feel like. They're just running out of time. Every round so far, the past few. And that was the one I said they needed to find, and Axiom taking it now, so we'll see if they're able to close it based on that. If my prediction reigns true or not, it's still yet to be determined, but definitely can be the case. Still the boomstick out for Omni, and why not? 8 and 2. Omni with some shots in. Not enough for the kill, and Jinx is here. He's not going to go for the trade, though. Just going to play the bomb for now. And this pinch from Reactrix might just be everything. It's about the timing window, and now he has Draken's support as well. First one's going to fall. Draken is here for the trade. 2v1, making it 2v2 now. Yayi in the water gets another one, and now it's just down to Coda, but this guy has had one hell of a series so far. Just needs to play the timer. 18 seconds on the clock. They probably know where he's at. Draken gets caught in the bomb. Now he just has to play the time. Nade's going to not land, but it'll be enough to delay. And that'll be the round yet again. Axiom taking another one. It's a hard retake on that bomb site for real. Got to clear out every corner, every little nook and cranny. Coda stays alive. Gets the clutch. All you got to do is play the bomb timer at the end of the day. That's why I always harp on, you know, the pace at which you retake can be huge. And, I mean, to their credit, I feel like Sacred Honor, that pace that round on the retake was a lot faster than it has been. And, you know, even still, you run out of time in that situation. It's just a hard bomb to retake when they're top bedroom. And it's map point now. Axiom. 5-1 up now. See if they're able to close it here. Reactrix getting aggressive early. And this is the pace I wanted to see out of these guys this entire map, and finally showing it on the offense here. It's 3 dead early on. Don't even give Omni a chance for the clutch here. 1v4 now. Sniper in hand. Not ideal, but it's never impossible. We'll see if he gets a scam here. First one toward mid. Pre-fire's coming through, but Reactrix is here. Reactrix should be able to clean it up, and he will. So Reactrix, nice little couple of kills on that round. Aggressive play toward B finally working out. And I feel like, yeah, that's been the missing component from Sacred Honor, I feel like, so far. Has just been that pace in the search and destroy so far. I feel like they're just playing a little bit too timid, a little bit too slow. Especially on a map like Raid, where, you know, albeit pre-nades can be a thing. You got to be careful about those, but you can't just stall in your spawn. Otherwise, the round will never work out. So, nice one to find. Still down, though. Still need to win 4 straight rounds here, and it's going to be a tall task indeed. Nades toward mid, going to be off the mark. Smoke's going to land. I mean, Coda just running through it. Full W key sprint mode activated. 2 for him before falling. Reactrix on a 4 spree, though. Finds number 5 low in mid. Map pistol is out, but Swing Me on the heady is going to find it. But the trade is there. And where has this Sacred Honor team been this entire map? It just seems like they finally realized that they were playing entirely too slow, and they adjusted, but I don't know if that adjustment's going to be in time or not. 5-3 now. Back on the offense for Sacred. I kind of want to see them bang out A quickly here. Just hit a quick push toward Laundry and just overwhelm, get the bomb down early. It seems like they're taking my advice. We'll see if it works out for him. It's just going to be Omni here. Jump spotting, jump sniping. He's not going to see anything as well. So he's not going to have any info that they're going to be incredibly close on him as well. Number 3, Yi gets the first one as well onto Omni. And this is exactly what I was talking about. You just run it down toward A and you get a free plant, free pick. And it should be their round to lose here. Reactrix, you got to be careful though. Yeah, you shoulder peek and everything here. He's going for the reach out. He'll get it. Hitting the flow now. Just up to Coda. And he's going to fall as well. 3 straight rounds. Sacred Honor hit the go button, and they finally get that spark of energy that I think they needed. A little pep in their step. 5-4 now. And I gotta say, Axiom starting to struggle a little bit. Now that they've seen a little pace coming at them. It can be difficult to deal with, especially for the sniper player, when you're they're just running at you. You don't really have anybody watching to help you out here either. So now Axiom, yeah, on the offense, but they still have a chance to put them away here. You don't want to go round 11. He's going to land on mid, but is that going to be enough? I'm not sure if this player was spotted in the pool or not. It looks like Coda's going to meet him here. Or actually, that's going to be Swing Me in the pool. And they will meet up here. Jinx is going to lay the rock here. Reactrix going for the trade on the bomb. He's going to get it 2v2 now. 40 seconds. Still plenty of time. And you know both of these players are toward bedroom. Nade. Gonna land as well. Stun's gonna land. And it's gonna be a 2v1. And it's now 4 straight rounds. Sacred Honor. I don't know where they just pulled that from. But they had it in there the whole time. I was just waiting to see it. In a map that I thought was done and dusted. Round 11. Here we go. It just goes to show what confidence and teamwork can do to a team. And I'm not sure who's going to be on offense this round. I'm not sure if it'll matter too much or not here, but we'll see. Sacred Honor is going to be on D, so Axiom. I'm curious if they go toward A here. I feel like B has been the bomb side of choice. They've gone to pretty much every round in this game. I think actually every round so far. And it looks like they're going to go back to it. Nades are finally going to land toward mid, and that's a huge first blood for Jinx to get. And with that first blood, they're going to bait everybody toward B, and it looks like they might attempt to try and wrap back. Maybe not, actually. And they're doing this really slow approach here, but it is round 11. I can understand why. Just need to try and get some trades going. And the round is yours. Nade's gonna land, or Stun's gonna land. Reactrix. Will the nade find him? And it will find him! No flak jacket for Reactrix, and you can't be playing that spot without it. That is Nade City. 2v4. Mummy. Yee here to pull off the clutch. Yee stun's gonna land, but not a whole lot he could do about that. And Coda in prime position. He knows he's toward basketball. I believe he spotted him cross here. So, I mean, Mummy in a horrible situation. What does the timing look like for you? And it's just going to be down to Mummy now. And it's going to be Mummy taken down. Round 11. But it's all Axiom in the end. A very close map there in the end. I really didn't think that was going to go the distance like I was saying before. But just great resilience out of Sacred. They finally found their pace that they needed to hit. But just wasn't quite enough. Too deep of a deficit. That's what I always talk about. And in basically every game mode. But especially in particularly respawns, I feel like you cannot go down early. But the same applies in Search as well. You cannot go down early in SND. Otherwise, it could be a tough task to try and win that many rounds straight. So, good map from both the teams. I feel like once, Sacred Honor finally found their footing, it was definitely, more in their favor. I feel like they just kind of, slow start. Cannot happen in a match as important as this. This is still just regular season, though, so no need to fret too much here. But we will head to that map number 3. Den Overload here, and it's going to be Axiom X up 2-0 in this one, and we'll see if they're able to close things out here in 3. We're going to send it to a quick break. Let me rest my beautiful voice, and we will be right back here in a moment. And we are back with map number 3. Not a long break, but we are back nonetheless. And it's Axiom up 2-0 in this one, looking to try and close it out in 3. But Sacred did make that S&D incredibly close. We'll see if they're able to make the respawn the same here. AE toward mid gets the 3rd one on the trade. And Mummy still holding this area, gets the final one. So it's going to be Sacred Honor winning the opening break-off, but not by a whole lot, because Axiom, I mean, they're already back in the fray. Typically, we see an overload, kind of a tug-of-war off the start if the break-off doesn't go in either team's favor, and it's can be played more like a S&D round. We see that especially, I feel like, on Scar, but Den can be sort of similar with how the drone is just out in the middle of the open, so 2 dead in the feed now. Sacred Honor gonna have to try and back up. Reatrix trying to stay alive, and it's going to be Yee with a nice little flank route coming through. Gets a double in the back, and that might be the go button. Yee going to spot one off of spawn. He gets the first one, could potentially block as well. Turning around, gets a second one, and that is an excellent route. An excellent life from Yee here, and that'll be the first one it should be for Sacred Honor, and it will. So, great stuff. W route from Yee, just trusted his teammates to not die. Gets the huge flank route, and they're in prime position to get the relay as well, because Axiom, they're all off spawn here. Mummy gonna spot one toward mid-cut. Coda going for the flank, but he's gonna be spotted now as well, and that'll be number 2 on the board. We'll see how well they play the reset here for Axiom, because this should be a counter cap coming on in with the positioning that they have, but, I mean, you still gotta win the gunfights. Omni not pushed up maybe as far as you need him to be to try and push forward. You got Mummy in the lobby. He shuts it down, and this has been an excellent start on this overload. Sacred Honor seem to have finally got the memo that they need to try and play with aggression, with that pace, and they're gonna get... Oh, no! I thought it was number 3. Just not quite able to. Reatrix going for it, but he's gonna get stopped at the goal line, so... Good defense from Axiom, but probably should have been a 3rd one on the board. Just maybe some L movement coming through. The slide or jump or dolphin dive just didn't come through. Seemed like a dead slide or something happened there, so... Axiom X, maybe a little bit of luck on their side for that one. Still down 2, but not out of it yet. Still a lot of time to play. even another half as well. So what do they do with their time? Looks like Omni wants no part of this gunfight. He's going to back up, wait for reinforcements. Coda on the flip side, though, in your couches. You're going to have to deal with this guy soon, otherwise he's going to be an incredibly annoying thorn, and he's already got another one. Pushing forward on this pinch as well. Yayi, you got to win this gunfight, and he will, so shut down as well. Yayi, I mean, 11-4 right now. Draken, 8-4. These guys are having a map right now. They know that S&D was so incredibly close. Could have been theirs. Just started off a little slow, and they're coming out to play in this first one. First half. Timer dwindling, but we'll see if they're able to capitalize on it. The reinforcements are here. Yayi for double. Draken here on the trade. It's actually Reatrix. Draken for the final one. And can he beat the nades off of spawn here? If he goes high, he could probably find it here, but he goes low anyway. Doesn't matter which direction you travel. It's as long as it goes to the destination, and that'll be number 3 now on the board. Axiom struggling in this map number 3. Omni with the knife out. Brought a knife to a gunfight, paid the ultimate price, and now, I mean, Jinx left to pick up the pieces, and this has been just great stuff from Sacred Honor. Seems like they're finally turning up in the slaying department. And if that's going to be the case for the rest of this series, this could go all the way. Draken gets credit for one. Drone might get picked up here in a moment, but you got Jinx behind him. And no, he's going to get shut down. Now, Yayi, decision time. You go toward it. You make the right choice. And it's an early half, and Sacred, a dominant first half as well. I mean, that's a statement right there. Map number 1 wasn't particularly close either. I mean, it was just a standout performance, I feel like, from Coda in particular. And ever since then, I feel like seems like the slaying has been pretty even, all things considered. Even then that S&D, it was really just only Omni with the sniper, with the kind of, you know, I guess standout performance, you would say. But it still went the distance, round 11, regardless. And this one has not. I mean, Yayi turning it up in a big way here in the stat department. Let me pull it up real quick. I mean, you got Drake in 14-5 with the AR. I mean, I talked about the ARs needed to turn up for Sacred Honor. I mean, Drake just showing up in a big way on the start of this overload. We'll see if the rest of the Sacred Honor can keep the momentum up. I mean, it can be difficult to try and, you know, keep this performance for a couple of maps in a row, let alone, you know, even just the entire game here. So, job's not done. Another half to play here. It's a better start for Axiom this time around. 2 dead in the feed. You got Jinx pushed up toward Dojo, looking for another one. Swing me, trying to find it, and he will. Now, that allows Jinx a little bit of freedom to try and push up. Some tags onto 1, but now Swing Me has a decision to make. Does he push forward or wrap back? It looks like forward is going to be the play. Is that going to be the score? It's not. It'll be the stop. Reatrix with the triple kill to shut that all down, and just another push denied. Sacred doing a great job this entire game so far. We'll see how much more they can find. Okay, this is maybe the first little bit OD of a shell I necessarily don't love here, but it's working out for you. Draken with 2. Hold up. It's not over yet. Yay, no. Not quite able. Thought maybe for a second with that double from Draken it would be enough, but not quite. Pistol kill. Not enough in the end. Jinx pushed up toward 10. Gets the first. Ratback's coming on in. Draken toward mid-map here. Gonna get shot in the back, though. You got Yayi off of spawn, trying to find a couple, and he will, so no trade coming in as of yet. Swing Me in a prime position here to try and be annoying, and he's gonna get a double. 3 spree for him. And now, I mean, Coda already slaying in your spawn, so this is gonna be a guaranteed score on the board, and finally, Axiom will strike back. And Swing Me not done. Wow, somehow wins that one. Player off spawn maybe caught in an awkward timing. Mummy able to get the trade at the very least, but the relay could be on in here, and it should be. Reatrix, you got a big job ahead of you. You get the first one, but there's no freaking way you're getting the second one off of spawn there. But they gotta be careful, because that is 3 dead. Swing Me off of spawn is able to get the first, though. That'll delay the score coming in, and that will actually spawn all of Axiom basically in the couches area, so. Now this score up for grabs for anybody, but clock is going to be starting to be a factor the later we go into this. I mean, 2 scores on the board. You know, you cut the deficit in half if you're Axiom, but you still got to get 2 more to even send us to OT. You got plenty of time, but it starts to run quicker than you guys may think. Oh, what a pre-nade from Yayi. It reminded me of something I literally did yesterday in ranked, and that leads to a score. Nice double from Yayi. They spawn them out. But they do spawn, well, I guess they spawn them out on the reset, so maybe not the best spawn out to happen here, but I mean, Yayi is on the hunt. He's looking for players, but He may have misstepped a little bit here. If Jinx can find this kill, this is a cat, but no, Reactrix with the W defense here. And now Yayi wrapping back to ensure that that score does not go through. So sometimes you can play a little bit too proactive and separate from your team. Yayi, wow. I don't know how he's able to win that one. Draken with the drone in hand. He's going to get number 6 on the board, and I dare say that might just do it. Look at how far away Axiom spawns on the roof area back here. They're going to go for an OE, but I don't know if it's going to matter a whole lot here. Reactrix going to pick up the drone, and you got number 2 still in your base. Draken watching cutoffs as well. Gets Jinx tagged incredibly low, and that's going to be number 7. And now it is impossible, pretty much, for the game to extend here, as long as, you know, the relays don't happen instantly, which is unlikely they will, but with the way Sacred Honor's playing, I would incredibly doubt that that was going to happen. So we will need to see that map number 4 after all here, potentially, and we'll see, you know, if Sacred Honor can keep that same slang that they have in this overload, honestly, because they've looked good in this entire map so far, just playing proactive. They're actually getting, you know, a lot of important kills, I feel like. That's been the main difference. I feel like the first map, it was Hardpoint, you know, weren't able to get on the board very well. It was, you know, just some kind of rough ones from a couple of members on your squad, but this map, I mean, Draken, yeah, even Reactrix, I mean, having a good map as well on the SMG, so good stuff from them. And on the side of Axiom, it's just kind of a collectively bad map as a unit here. I'm not sure if they just weren't, you know, on the same page, or, you know, just weren't playing maybe a little bit too fast or something. I'm not sure what exactly is happening with them, just weren't winning the trades that they needed to. Just seemed to be a little bit too far away from each other at some times, and sometimes you just get gunned. It just happens. And that's going to be the number 8th one, thanks to that frag grenade from Draken there. And that'll be the map. 2-1 now. Sacred Honor striking back with a vengeance, not going down without a fight. You know, I was getting a little worried there that this might be a 3-0, but I had a feeling this one's going to go the distance, and that's a good way to ensure we get there. 2-1 now, and that map 4, it will be Colossus as well, so another bang out map. That might favor Sacred with the pace that they play, but I know this is a map that Axiom do like to play. They're particularly fast on this map, I would say, so it's one of those ones where Sacred, you got to be on your toes. You got to keep that same aggression, that same pace that you've been keeping in this overload, I feel like. And you could potentially send us to 5 here, because it's map 5, Plaza, new map. All bets are off on that one. I have no freaking idea who's going to win that one, to be honest, but we'll see if that's going to be the case. We'll take a quick look at the maps. Right now, it's going to be, you know, Colossus, Plaza, potentially going deeper into this one, and I don't know, guys. I'm not sure who's going to win this one, all things considered. It's been a very close S&D as well. So, I mean, if Sacred Honor is able to win this Colossus, I mean, like I said, Plaza, who knows who's going to win that one, but we're going to send it to a quick break. We'll be right back with that map number 4. See you guys in a sec. We are back with map number 4, what could be the last map in this series. Started off with Axiom, taking a pretty comfortable map number 1. Map 2 was incredibly close, But map 3, I mean, Sacred Honor turned up in a big way here. And looking to get map number 4 under their belt as well. As a nice start yet again from Yi. I mean, this has been the guy in the last map who absolutely took over. Looking to turn it up here in the Colossus as well. And already looking to flip spawns. But Axiom will shut it down off the opening break here. Spawns are going to flip actually, though. So you got to be careful. You need to try and maintain the map positioning that they have on this P2 and try and get some effective trades here. Draken kind of stuck in a rock in a hard place as it's going to be 3 dead. Now Reactrix left last alive to try and deal with the cleanup here. You got Coda in the back, but he's going to need some help. He's going to wait for his teammates here, but you got number 4 pushing through. Mummy is dealt with. Reactrix, can you survive long enough? And you cannot. Coda shutting it down. Little 3 spree as well, but the pressure, I mean, it's still here. It's not over yet. You got to deal with 2 more towards side door. First one is quickly expelled, and the second one is going to fall as well. Coda kind of lost on where that player went and bumped into him. And so far, Axiom, they will hold the P2. So, Sacred Honor get quite a bit of P1 time. We'll see if Axiom is able to lock down the majority of this P2 as well, as you got Yi pushing on the OE. Not picked up in time, but will get shut down momentarily here. Reactrix on the hill gets a pair for himself, so flooding from the front. And it seems like the crew on the Sacred Honor starting to turn up in this series quite a bit here. That overload looked good. The hardpoint slaying looks good so far. It's been a back and forth with the popcorn nade from Trek in there. Nice nade on Old. Is able to get a lot of that scrap time. That's about 15 seconds of scrap time just from that nade alone. So that's what we call a W nade right there. And it's gonna have to be Axiom trying to break onto New. Swing Me is gonna get taken out from a nice double. Yi has been that guy so far. Axiom need to try and get a nice team push on this one. Nade, I think, not sure if that was intended or not, but worked out for him. Jinx able to get 1. 3 dead in the feed, but the trades are better. It's all blue arrows on the hill in the feed. And Axiom, 40 left to try and break this one yet again. Yi toward top mid, gonna try and get a freebie here, but just unable to do so. Jinx on the pinch, though, gets the first one. And that should flip the spawns if he's able to stay alive here, but pistol out, not able to do so. Omni in the back, though, will ensure the spawn flip, at least for a couple of members. And it will be the entire roster, so, I mean, good spawn flip, but that is an excellent P3 hold from Sacred Honor. They basically 60 that one. No break really even coming in at all. It was just a little bit of contest time. And that's about it. Mummy on Old. I think he spotted this player as well. Toward New. But he's going to get sandwiched. And yeah, maybe not. Probably couldn't have touched Old time. Probably could have waited a little bit. But understand trying to get the kill there. Didn't know if there was going to be a second one pushing or not. And it's going to be another 4 spree. Yeah, Reactrix 14 and 7. Having an excellent start. Really everybody, I feel like, on Sacred Honor is starting to click as a unit. Maybe they had a slow start, just, you know, came off work, came off school, getting warmed up, took them a little bit, but they're here now, and they're coming to play. And, I mean, so far, if you're Axiom, I mean, this is a pretty tough start on Colossus. It can be a back-and-forth map, but I feel like it's back-and-forth usually in 20 to 30-second spurts, not full 60s on this particular map and mode. So we'll see if they're able to lock it in toward New. Jinx on time. Team kill coming through. So that might help a little bit for X here, as the spawns do flip, but, I mean, the pressure... I mean, still here from Sacred, and I mean, that's a great time to flip, honestly, if you're Sacred going into P1 here. You want them to spawn all the way in the back, and I mean, so far, the subs from Sacred Honor are coming to play in these last couple of maps here. Reactrix and Yi are combining beautifully. Just music to my ears. And I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know what just happened. I don't know why they ended the game. 113 to 50. I guess I'll bring it back to me, and I'll try and figure out why they ended the game. I don't know if there was a GA broken or something, or maybe somebody threw a smoke by accident or something. I didn't see it, but could have happened. Who knows? Could be something like that. But honestly, until I get some clarification, I'm probably just gonna send it to a quick break there. We'll have the scoreboard up for you guys in the meantime. But yeah, we'll see you guys here in a second. I'm not sure what happened, but I'll try and get some more info here. Okay, guys, I am back, and I did get clarification, I guess. So some players were having some really bad ping spikes. It was like going up to like 1K. So it's I believe we restarted the game. The official ruling, I believe. Let me read this. Let me get this correct. So it looks like Axiom have to get 200, and Sacred Honor have to get 137, I believe, after the reset here. So some numbers to keep track of. Axiom need 200. Sacred Honor need 137 after the reset to win map number 4 here. So should be interesting calculations for my graphic at the end. We'll see if if I can even do some mental math to add up the scores after this one to get the overall. But excuse me, sorry. Should be an interesting one on the reset here. I mean, it was Sacred Honor. They were off to a hot start, so I'm curious if the reset cheese is going to happen or not. We'll see if that's going to be the case, or maybe Axiom will play a little bit better now that they're not on 1,000 ping. I actually don't know who was on 1,000 ping. I don't know if it was multiple people in the lobby or if it was just Axiom player. I don't know. I'm not sure. But regardless, same result off the reset. Sacred Honor, 4 dead, clean. And they're going to make sure to soak quite a bit of this P1 time. Yeah, maybe a little bit too much dip on his chip there. Slides through all the Axiom X DMs, and he's going to be met with nothing but rejections. So, Rick now throwing a nade on the time. Needs some help with his teammates. Yeah, he is here for the double to maybe redeem himself a little bit, and the spawns will flip yet again. So, back and forth on P1. Expect nothing less on Colossus. Kind of how this map shakes up, and this is going to be kind of interesting as well, because the trophy system progression, as well as streaks, is all going to get wiped. No potential streaks or trophies for going to new and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be the full reset, and I mean, we might not even need to go that deep into this map as well to where that stuff is going to matter as much. So I'm curious now how that's going to affect the scoreboard and the scoreline overall here. But so far, it's been a better effort from Axiom off the reset. This is kind of how the scoreline was actually last time on the P2, but we'll see if they're able to lock down a lot more time on the P2 this time, because they got broken instantly last time around, and we'll see if it's going to be a better effort. Nice win, though, from Traken. Off the top ropes, able to get the first one. Stun's going to land, but it's on his teammate. He rips one before falling. Yee and crew, what can you do? Reactrix able to find the first. Yee for another, and Reactrix trying to stay alive at the very least. He'll get the trade on Jinx, so, I mean, Break's going to come on in. If you do remember, there was a popcorn nade at the last one where really Sacred Honor were able to claim the last little bit of scrap time kind of because of that nade, so maybe no popcorn nade, no scrap time going your way, but the rotation is going to remain the same. I mean, Sacred Honor, they seem to have locked down how they want to play this map. Have been playing it pretty well, I will say, just looking at their mini-map, the arrows. They do a great job of their spacing, but Axiom just about dead even now on the reset, but they're still down in the hole, just about 70-ish points, so there's something to keep in mind. Axiom, they need to turn up soon here because they cannot allow this one to get out of control early, otherwise it could be over before it typically will be normally, so you got to try and get going early on and not wait too long here, and it will be time going red. This is the first time I feel like Axiom have had control of this P3. It's been a hill. First time around, they struggled immensely. Didn't have the best luck trying to break, but this route from Mummy might just seal the deal on the break attempt. No, he misses all his bullets there, but a lot of damage, so his teammates will be able to capitalize on it, and the break will be on hit. But Mummy, yeah, gotta hit your shots on your stationary targets there, my friend. Those are the ones you gotta win, especially ones not looking at you, but Thankfully, his teammates are there to pick up the slack. Reactrix wins one on old, and now rotations are on, but Draken shuts the door on it with a nice double with the AR in hand, and this is pretty much rinse and repeat on P4. Sacred Honor here first. They got the setup. All they need to do is lock down a couple more waves of kills, and the 60 will be theirs, but it can be easier said than done. This is a hill that can be definitely very difficult to try and hold, especially with people jumping off of the top ropes like that. Yei from the side door off the mark with those shots, and it's a nice double coming in from Coda on a 3 spree now. We'll see if they're able to lock down the remainder of this time. Jinx just playing the credit corner close here. Is going to get naded as well as tagged down low. Omni off the mark does get the kill here and swing. I mean, immediately falling as well. So, not the best hold from Axiom. In a back and forth game, I will say, but I mean, the back and forth is going to favor Sacred Honor with that point lead all day long. What a spin and win right there from Draken. Little turn and burn action. MPC ripping the wig off of that player, and now we reset toward P1 and the spawn out. I mean, it's just systematic approach, the way Sacred Honor are approaching this Colossus. It's every single time the hill is getting low on time, it seems like they flip them out right when they want them to, and not the other way around. So great stuff I'm seeing on the minimap, and just the slaying has been immaculate as well. 15 and 10 Reactrix, 14 and 9 from Draken. Yei 12 and 10. Pushing out the spawns as well. Maybe Draken, a little bit of an overchow there, but you got Yei on the pinch here, able to clean up a couple of players off of spawn, and it's another 3 dead. Axiom just running into the blender. Not a whole lot of ways out either, because, I mean, you got Reactrix doing the same thing Yei just did. It's like rinse and repeat, and it looks like, yeah, I mean, look at this. It's like a washing machine. They're just going on the spin cycle. Yei thought about doing it, but now they lost his teammates on hill. He'll backtrack and try and stabilize some positioning here, but yeah, I believe 137 is the number that Sacred need, and they're approaching that threshold already early on into this one. We are barely through the first rotation. Axiom X, they need to turn on the jets quickly here. Coda trying to make it through, but only able to find one, and that's another 4 dead. Yeah, this is almost GG's here. You have maybe one last attempt to try and hit front here, but only now 20 seconds left for the victory. Sacred Honor doing their thing in this one. AE and crew trying to push out toward the cut. They're going to get one last attempt at it. It's going to be Swing Me trying to put up a fight here. He gets a double kill at the very least, so maybe stalling for a little bit of teammate support, but 7 seconds is all that's required. Swing Me with the first one. Pistol is out from Omni. Jinx and crew. What can you do? Now just Jinx. It looks like maybe Jinx the lagging player. I see him kind of rubber banding around there a little bit toward the end, and that should just about do it. I think they ended it like 2 seconds too early, but honestly, I think that's fine by me. I don't think it was gonna... I don't think anybody was really close enough from Axiom to really make the difference there anyway, so... I mean, GG's, map number 4. Just a clean map. The slaying went your way if you're Sacred Honor, and honestly, I feel like the mini-map was just beautiful to look at. A lot of, like, pinch routes, just not getting picked up in time. SMGs were absolutely frying in this one. And I gotta go back, and I gotta see the score for Axiom X in this one, because it was 84 on this one. And I have no friggin' idea what it was. I want to say it was 80-something as well the first time around, but I don't remember. It could have been like 70-something. Not too sure. Yeah. I'll try and figure that out here in a second. Yeah, I might have to go back in the VOD. If anybody knows what it was beforehand, let me know what that score was, because I'm gonna have to add that to my total tally at the end here. I'm gonna look real quick, but if anybody else wants to do mental math with me, because I forgot what the number was. Let me see, actually. Let me go back and look through my VOD, because I believe I have it posted. Let me see if I can find it. I just want to have it right for my my overlay. I was 50. Wow, it's way lower than I thought. So 50 in the first reset. So yeah, I mean, you know, a tough one for Axiom in that one. You just got to brush that one off and go new. And it's going to be map number 5, Plaza as well. So maybe not a map that you're you know, hoping in this one. You know, it is kind of an interesting map for sure, but I mean, we'll see if that's going to be the case. This is the updated results after both of those maps were played. I believe my mental math is right. 84 plus 50, 134, if that checks out. Check my math in chat, but that should be the scoreline, and that is what we have in store for the whole series so far. Very close back and forth for both of these teams. The SND was incredibly close in that first time around. We'll see if it's going to be the same yet again. Map number 5 right after this break. We are back with map number 5, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an interesting one. Plaza for all the marbles here. We'll see who's able to win this one. Sacred Honor trying to complete the reverse sweep here. Down 2-0 in the series, come clawing, really roaring back into this one with 2 dominant respawn victories. We'll see if the S&D is a little bit kinder to it, but so far it's Axiom with all of the kills in the feed. 3 dead, Draken last alive, and not much you can do in that situation. And that's, you know, kind of how this map plays out. I feel like defense gets there first. You know, as long as you're hitting the nades and stuns and not missing too many shots, you should be able to clean up the defense as long as you're, you know, on point. And we're seeing so far, you know, the power that can be the A-bomb site. Just a mess. We see it in the CDL as well. I feel like it's the same thing here. I'm curious how long this map survives. I don't think it's going to survive past stage 3, if I'm being honest. I think Arsenal and Frequency coming in will probably replace both Fringe and Plaza, I would imagine. Maybe not Fringe, but for sure Plaza, and then maybe one other map potentially, but we'll see if that's going to be the case. Axiom now on the offense here. Coda, last one alive yet again, and I mean, it's going to be a 1v1. Oh my god, I thought he was last alive, but apparently my eyes are deceiving me. I wanted to see this kill cam, because I thought he was already the last one up, but I think Jinx somehow must have slipped a net on my my eyeballs there. If this even was Jinx, I think Codcaster is still broken. So this could have been somebody else. Let me check the scoreboard at the end here. I'm not locked for this map, guys. You got to be so locked in to even tell what's happening on the minimap on this map. It's actually ridiculous. And it looks like it was Jinx, so the Codcaster is actually normal. Okay, cool. So I don't have to worry about the kill feed being wrong, at least for this one. But already, I mean, 2-0 up for Axiom. I know they've been putting a lot of practice onto this map, in particular for specifically like this A bang out. So I mean, it's showing right now, but it can be difficult for sure. One wrong move, and it's basically the end of the round. And look at this, triple arrows watching the other side, and that might be a mistake coming through. Coda plays his life, but Reatrix and Mummy, or actually that's gonna be Yi on the site, able to get one. Mummy toward mid map. Is gonna find the lurker. He's gonna tag down low, get him the trade for his teammate. Now Omni, last alive. Position known. Bomb laid. Now clock ticking. 40 on the clock. An AR in this position. Maybe not exactly ideal. And yeah, Omni just can't get that gun up in time. Sacred Honor with a slow approach to that A-bomb site. They'll get that round with good patience, good timing window there, really. I'm kind of surprised to see that everybody just turned instantly for Axiom when they didn't see anybody, like, in the first, like, 2 seconds. 3 arrows turned toward mid. Nobody even watched the other door. Sometimes that can happen, though. You guys just, you know, you get a little bit too frantic, maybe. Playing a little bit too fast sometimes, but... Now Axiom on the offense yet again. Omni with the bomb, and I'm actually curious. I'm going to see what Jinx does this round, because he's the furthest member forward. Looks like the nade is going to be cooked. It's not going to find a home here. Jinx gets one, but he needs a lot more to do, and I mean, there you go. This time, Sacred Honor, they get the trades that they need on defense. They shut it down. They'll win the round. 2-2 now. Nice round from Yi there. Up to 5-2. And I've seen some crazy comebacks on this map. See if we have another one here. I mean, so far, pretty much dead even. Yi on a 4, though. Something to look out for, but I feel like streaks on this map less important than some other maps. This map is pretty much all inside. There is some exceptions. But this A-bomb pretty much closed off, so hard-pressed to get a Hellstorm in there. Stun is going to land. 3 players on each side of the wall. You got Mummy kind of lurking up here, but you got Omni. Oh, wow, the timing window. He was watching it, but the trades are going to happen in A, and I mean, yeah. A, incredibly difficult to deal with. Omni behind the last player, and that'll be it. Axiom does get the defense yet again, so alleviates a little pressure from themselves, but I feel like defense is the round you probably expected to win on this map. I feel like it's incredibly hard to win an offense on this map if you don't either flood toward A or get, like, some timings on the B-bomb site. It can be back and forth, but I feel like defenses, you should be winning them on this map. Kind of reminds me of Vault almost from BO6, but feel like Vault, you had the advantage on O. I feel like defense on this map, you have the advantage with the timings on how they work toward the bomb site. But it can be either way, I guess you could say. And back and forth we go. Nate's landing. Jinx for the first one. Second one as well. Team kill coming through, though. Draken pushing up incredibly aggressively. Gets another one. 1v1 and money. Money? Well, money. There for the trade, I guess. Came down to a 1v1, but, I mean, yeah. Sacred Honor, win it. Defense reigns supreme so far. And this one has all the makings of going round 11 yet again. I feel like we're seeing two very good teams in this division kind of duking it out. I'm curious who's going to be the first team to go toward B, because it has been all A so far. And it looks like the way Mummy's looking, I mean, he was the pinch guy last time. Let's see if they're thinking about going toward B at all. It looks like they might. Yeah, there we go. I was wondering when this was going to happen. I mean, sometimes the changeup can work incredibly well. Yeah, throwing some stuns and nades, but it's just going to be a fake out. You got Omni trying to read the pressure toward mid. He's going to spot Mummy, and no, Mummy not checking mid-map. I mean, just caught with your pants down. First blood goes for Axiom. Not sure who was supposed to be watching mid there, but maybe a miscommunication from Sacred. Now numbers disadvantage. Bomb has been dropped as well. Omni really the only one close enough to make an impact, but they have all three of them in this side. They're doubled up. They're waiting for the pinch to come through, but Omni doesn't have to move, really. They have not wrapped back yet. He could just jump spot mid all day long. It looks like finally the wrap's going to come through. Reactrix, oh, low HP here. He needs to get out of dodge. He'll get behind the wall, and it's going to be trade surely coming through here as well. Draken, stop shooting, I believe. Reactrix is here. They're going to get the trade as well. Two-piece in the mid-map. Yee, can you get the answer back? And the answer is no. Jinx on this pinch, though, might be the insurance you need. Shots in the back, gets the first one. Now Draken, 20 seconds left. I mean, he collects the bomb, but where is he going to go? A has been spotted, or A has a player in the site. Swing me on the bomb, just pre-aiming to his heart's content. He'll get the final one. And Axiom, they will survive again on the defense. Got a little hairy there in the end. Nice route from Jinx. Make sure it's a 2v1 in the end, and there's nowhere for Draken to go. I mean, just no time left on the clock. Seemed like some, you know, that some of those tendencies, those slow tendencies we saw in that raid leaking through in that round there. Yeah, it was just a blunder. Nobody watching mid-map. Not sure if that was supposed to be what Mummy was looking at or not, but there's nobody holding it, and that just first blood just... It's all you need sometimes. First blood and effective trades. X now. Fakes toward A. Bomb's going toward B. Swing me watching the cross, though. Curious if this might be a double fake-out play, but they really don't have any sort of presence toward A at the very least, so I think this will be a B hit here. You got Mummy on outer. Jinx kind of shouldering it at the moment. He's the bomb carrier as well, and nobody really watching the B bomb side either from up top, so, I mean, Mummy, you can kill him on the bomb here. He's going to spot a foot, and he's going to get a free kill. Or I say free, but, well, he'll pay for his life with it. 3v3 now. Draken, going to spot one. Yee on the pinch. He has one right in front of him. In the back square. There's a good spot Yee's at, but Coda gets another one off screen. Coda for a double, and now it's just going to be Yee. Last alive for the clutch here. What does the timing look like? If you can kill him on bomb, this might just be over. He's going to wait for the bomb to get planted, though, and he's going to get poor timing as well. Needed to be a little bit faster on that. He might have caught the window, but obviously X-ray vision is what I have. He's playing with nothing. Series point now. Axiom. One round away from closing it. And what has been an interesting series back and forth. We'll see if they're able to find it. And they're going to be on the defense as well, so good chance for them to shut this one down. And Sacred Honor. Offense hasn't really been your friend too much on this map so far. You've had a couple of good looks, but see if you could find it. It's going to be a bang on everybody for all the marbles toward A here. Wall bounces coming through. Reactrix getting one as well. Team kill coming through. It's just Jinx left last alive, and there you go. Sacred. They make the A push work finally for them. Actually, I shouldn't say finally. They had a successful one earlier, but just seems like a kind of a back and forth hit or miss affair. And they will survive. Round 10. Now it's Axiom's turn. Do you bang out toward A? That's kind of what I'm expecting here, to be honest, but we'll see if that's going to be the approach or not. Wouldn't be a bit surprised if we see 8 arrows toward A yet again. It looks like that's where we're heading. 8 arrows toward A, baby. We'll see what we find here. Swing and Jinx for the nades. Can they find a home? And it's going to be another one. 1-for-1 trade. Nade's going to land. Draken with the gunny. Now Mummy. Priming a nade of his own. And he's going to get Jinx incredibly low. The nade doesn't reveal Omni, though. And I think that's the big play here. If Omni can get a kill, or play Rat back at the very least, play spoiler, it might be good for them. But Mummy, I mean, spotting all of this, he's got to be careful, though. You don't want to scam your life away. Pre-fire will find a home. But no dice as of yet, and Mummy getting a lot of useful tags in, but just not enough for a kill. He's playing incredibly aggressively here. Maybe a little bit too much for my taste, but the Rap's going to come on through. Reatrix trying to watch it, but has to be careful about timings here. I don't think he's got to spot it as well. Yeah, so everybody going toward B. And at this point, I feel like Sacred Honor should probably know this is a B hit with how little time there is on the clock. Surprised to see, honestly, nobody wrap back like number 4. I think EAE tried to wrap back a little bit ago, but B definitely easier to retake than A. We'll see if they're able to do it. Reatrix gets tags on 1. Low HP for that player. Can you get your own trade? Now Reatrix, 29 health here. And he's going to get taken down. Mummy in the back. No, off the mark with those shots. And that'll give Coda all the info he needs. And now it's just Mummy. 1v3. Bomb down. Coda just shouldering him off the top ropes. And it's Axiom X with the victory in this one. 6-4 in the SND. And it went down all the way to the wire, guys. I mean, this was a hell of a series. Kind of what I thought was going to happen. Not exactly the maps I expected to be happening. Really just kind of one-sided back and forths in the respawns, but S&Ds, man, they were hella close. Not gonna lie. But it will be Axiom in the end taking the 3-2 and narrowly avoiding the reverse sweep in this one. An incredible game from both of these teams. Incredible series, really, from both of these teams. I feel like that map in particular, wasn't sure who was going to win it, and I mean, there was a couple of mistakes, really, from Sacred. I feel like ended up costing them in the end. That one in particular, I feel like that one B hit that they had, if they just had somebody watching mid-map, could have been a lot different, but is what it is, man. You live and die by it sometimes, and it will be Axiom taking the victory in this one. I think they might have one more match in the regular season, but still, I mean, remain undefeated on the season. I believe 3 and, or not 3 and 2 in the series, 7-0, I believe now in the season. So great stuff from them. This is how the series played out at the end of the day. S&Ds were close. Respawns were not. It was kind of a weird series for the respawns. I'm not going to lie, because the first one, Axiom took pretty comfortably. And a second S&D, that might be one, if you're Sacred, you're looking back at, like, if we didn't start super slow in that one, we probably could have took it 3-1, to be honest, because the next 2 respawns were not even close. Sacred Honor took those with relative ease, but Axiom, man, it's S&D. I mean, they've been clutching up tonight in Search, as they'll take it 3-2 in the end, and that is going to do it for me, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you coming out in the chat and, you know, watching, enjoying, spectating, you know, Call of Duty casting and whatnot. Should be a fun time as we head closer and closer toward the RCL playoffs. So be on the lookout for that one. I believe there is one more week, and then playoffs start sometime. I'm not too familiar with the format, but it should be a fun time regardless. And anyway, guys, have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys next time.
Every day they clocking me, red alert, I'm the dangerous, I keep that clock on me. And they ain't looking for no choke, I'm just looking out for me. Cause I done did shit, the niggas ain't talking about no rapping beat. Boy, I'm talking tragedy, massive, casual. Shit that I can't even remember, bet they remember me. Shit that happened late in December, I bring that winter heat. Niggas dying the whole October, the real Halloween. Back to back funerals, it's them or us, it's him or me. Don't get booked cause ain't no bond money, we doing this shit for free. If he told her that ain't my homie, that little nigga weak. If